What's up, pricks? Here we are to talk about another movie. Today we're talking about 2021's Seance. So Seance had me interested right off the jump, even though I'm going to start this off by saying I don't like ghost movies. I think there's too little rules, it's not enough structure, it's not for me.
Get the fuck out of here.
But this one had a description that I was like, there's not enough there. What is this? Camille, a young woman who arrives at Fairfield Academy following one of the students' untimely and violent death. It just feels like not even a real sentence. I don't know, I was like, what is the movie about? I don't know what that is. What do you mean? I was like, all right, I gotta check this out. The poster I could take or leave. It has like a sorority row, the craft kind of vibe.
Come with us. We're done. Up to you.
And then when I look a little deeper and I find that this is written by Simon Barrett, the writer of VHS, The Guest, You're Next, I was like, okay, I'm interested. Let's see what this is. I really liked You're Next. As far as the cast, no one jumped out at me, which is good because it's a clean slate. Everyone is the character they're playing. I like that.
My name's Camille Meadows. I'm new here.
Main character Sookie Waterhouse, liked her. I don't know if that's her real accent or not, but I liked it. Getting off topic, what is the movie really about? Movie starts off, a couple of girls are in the bathroom, they're doing this like, their own version of the Bloody Mary thing. And then shocker, somebody dies in the middle of this prank. I know what you're thinking. Horror 101. Of course somebody dies, and this is where the plot starts.
And everybody knows that.
No, this one is a little bit different. There's some supernatural fuckery afoot. So this private school where this all takes place, super exclusive. Like so exclusive that they have a waiting list that's like longer than my arm, and when a student dies, they get a new student like the next day. And she moves right into her room, and I'm like, okay. Quickly, that girl gets into an altercation with the popular kids at school, and they end up in a breakfast club scenario. Only instead of doing some like Egyptian dancing, they are doing some Ouija board shit, and they're trying to summon a spirit. Shit goes awry, one of their friends goes missing, and now they gotta do some Murder, She Wrote stuff.
Fuck off.
All the while consulting this Ouija board.
How did you die?
Now I know what I'm saying there probably doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't necessarily string this together. It might sound like it's not a cohesive movie, but it's actually pretty great. I really enjoyed this. I think mostly what made me like this movie was it wasn't filmed like your traditional ghost movie bullshit thing. It had like a vibe of like a slasher movie, like a classic movie, something comforting. It felt good. It had a vibe of Cry Wolf, and that movie had its ups and downs, but it was filmed well and it looked nice. And so does this.
I have tragic news.
Ultimately, I don't want to talk too much about this because there's a lot of twists and turns here, and it does take away from the fun knowing any of that. So I'm just going to say you have a couple of kids in this Scooby gang who has to figure out what's killing their friends and stop it.
I can see that we're getting nowhere.
I think the biggest thing that drew me in, honestly, was the lack of information. Just how that blurb of what this movie is doesn't really describe anything about what's happening or why or what what the bad guy is. I know nothing, and that drew me in. And that might have been their plan. I don't know if that was a poor description or a great description, because again, it did make me want to watch the movie, and I did enjoy it. I recommend it.
Last guy who messaged me just wanted pictures of my feet.
And again, this is on Shudder. Check it out. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Don't die in a fire, and as always, fuck off.
Just daggers, you know that he's the sharpest in the shed with content, so killer that he left them all for dead. Yeah, cause like I said, no, he don't do this just for fun. Never stop until the top because he's going number one. Just daggers, always cutting through the competition. Everybody listen, homie, he came up here on a mission. Got him wishing that he could take a break to stunt, but the point's to stay sharp, never going blunt. Just daggers, just daggers, just daggers, just daggers, just daggers, just daggers, just daggers. It's on point, cause you know we stay sharp. Just daggers, just daggers, just daggers.